was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, will just turn their back on you in a second.
Welcome to Sell a Brew. Are you sitting down, Brew Crew? Because tonight we're diving straight into the eye of a social media storm surrounding one of the most iconic voices of our generation, Justin Bieber. At 2 a.m., he unleashed a torrent of stories, raw, unfiltered, and desperate to be understood. So now we ask, is Justin crying out for help or firing a warning shot at the industry that built him?
Best friend, Justin Bieber is Justin Biebering right now. He is crashing out on Insta right now, and he's put on so many Instagram stories like this one. This is how I feel after people keep telling me there's more work to do. After I've given everything I have to give. I don't think any of us can handle hearing, you just gotta try a little harder and you will be like me. It's not true. I listened to those fools who told me to work harder, and there's no end to trying to earn a spot in this life because I tried. You have everything you need right now. What?
It starts with a ping, then 2, then 10. Justin's stories flood feeds worldwide, not with promo or press shots, but a stream of frustration and pain. He rants about being told to work harder, mocks the fake encouragement industry execs, dish out, and declares he's already given everything. Screens light up across time zones, and the gossip machine kicks into high gear. This isn't mild frustration. It's a direct rebuke of hustle culture. For Bieber, work harder isn't encouragement. It's a wound. He jumps from "I gave everything" to "I'm still giving," spelling out a crisis unfolding. Now, TikTok lives dissect every word. Some say it's burnout, others say it's shade at Scooter Braun's machine-like system. Then, the twist no one expected. A statistic about ketamine misuse, specifically among Black patients. Is this a mental health message or a conspiracy spiral? The context? Justin opened up earlier this year about ketamine therapy saving his life, but now he's exposing its systemic abuse. Fans can't tell if this is activism, trauma, or unraveling, or all three.
Then he posted this saying there is clear evidence that ketamine has been misused in certain law enforcement scenarios, particularly in ways that amount to chemical restraint or social control, with disproportionate effects on Black individuals. This is a series of public health, legal, and racial justice issue. Would you like links? He's on a ChatGPT. He asks, has ketamine been used to control people's emotions? Yes.
Swipe again, and suddenly, your life is not about how much you accomplish. It's about how deeply you understand God's love. For longtime believers, it's familiar. For others, it's confusing. Is it healing or deflection? Either way, it hits hard, it becomes a screensaver for the overstimulated, a sermon disguised as a story.
Then he posted this one: we want to make our life about work so bad, but this life is about God, loving us so we can love each other. Quit making your life about work. Shaking my head. God will always inspire you to want to work hard. You think if you don't tell people to work hard that they won't? Stop playing God, please.
Then, a single photo of Hailey. No text, just her face, tired, unreadable. Immediately, fan factions ignite. Pray for, Hailey thinks he's blaming her. Free Bieber says it's his old team. Others, church leaders, PR firms, managers. Without a clear target, everyone becomes a suspect. Justin Bieber conservatorship trends next to Kanye 2.0. Is this meltdown grounds for legal control, or is the media twisting vulnerability into instability? Either way, the comparisons stick.
Conditioning will make you feel like you didn't know what the F you knew.
Now comes the ghostwriter theory that Justin's chaos is being orchestrated. Evidence? Perfectly timed paparazzi photos, slick captions, PR manipulation. Commenters ask, is he exposing the system or being used by it? Brands watch nervously as metrics spike in the wrong direction. Fanbase divides. Some defend Justin, calling for compassion. Others call him reckless. A loud few defend Hailey, begging the internet to leave her out of it. What's clear? The line between emotional expression and career fallout. Most celebs vanish when things get hot. But Justin, he keeps posting. This is a battle between PR polish and unfiltered truth. Each story post feels like a tug of war between control and collapse.
But I effing always knew it in my gut that Jesus was always the answer to pain we are all facing. People still keep making me think if I work hard on myself, I'll be better like them. But the harder I work on myself, the more I think about myself. I thought the point was to think about one another. The only thing that helps me to think about others to let go, not to try harder. Join me in letting go of not trying harder.
So, what now? With the internet ablaze and speculation at an all-time high, 3 potential paths are emerging for Justin Bieber. And each one carries major implications, not just for his personal story, but for the future of celebrity culture as a whole. The first, a complete disappearance. He vanishes from social media, takes a step back from the spotlight, and returns months later with a deeply personal documentary explaining everything: his breakdown, his truths, and the price of fame. The second, legal or industry intervention. A statement drops from his team or inner circle citing concern for his mental health, perhaps even hinting at restrictive oversight or support measures to stabilize the situation. And the third, he channels the chaos into creation. A stripped-down album, a confessional project, or even a raw tour that reframes this spiral as a turning point. Not a breakdown, but a breakthrough. Whichever path he chooses, it could redefine not just his legacy, but pop culture itself.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, will just turn their back on you in a second.
And that Brew Crew is the unfolding saga of a superstar teetering between enlightenment and implosion, broadcast in real time for nearly 8 billion screen-tapping onlookers. The stories may disappear after 24 hours, but the ripple effect is only just beginning. Now it's your move. Do you read Justin's Midnight Manifesto as a raw SOS from an exhausted soul, a calculated strike against the industry machine, or, as some corners of Stan Twitter allege, a coded flare fired from inside a marriage that critics claim keeps him contractually muzzled? Rumor has it, and we stress it's only rumor, that airtight NDAs and image clauses tied to his union with Hailey leave him unable to speak freely. Could the rapid-fire post be his way of blinking help in Morse code across Instagram stories? Or is he simply venting like the rest of us? And we're the ones turning every ellipsis into a conspiracy breadcrumb? Drop your theories below, but keep it classy. Remember, mental health isn't clickbait, it's life or death, and empathy always outperforms snark. While you're typing, ask yourself, if your voice felt legally bound, allegedly, how would you break through the noise? Let's get that conversation percolating. And if you're fascinated by fame, faith, and the fine print that can silence even the loudest pop icon, share this episode with a friend who needs both the tea and the takeaway. Craving more celebrity deep dives that go beyond surface-level drama? Check out our last upload where we peeled back the ironclad clauses turning pop idols into permanent brand mascots, plus the spicy mid-credits bonus that had studio executives frantically dialing their lawyers. Trust me, you don't want to miss that. We're gearing up for next week's drop, where we'll dissect how one A-lister's wellness cleanse accidentally tanked a multi-million-dollar endorsement, and we've got receipts fresher than a just brewed Americano. Hit subscribe, punch that bell icon, and join the notification squad so you're first in line when the kettle whistles. Until then, Brew Crew, stay curious, stay caffeinated, and remember, sip responsibly, spill generously, and no matter how wild the headlines get, stay brewed.